am Brandy McDonald, entertainment writer for the Oklahoman and News OK, and I'm here with Nancy Miller, who is the creator and executive producer and writer on Saving Grace, and Leon Rippey, who is one of the stars of Saving Grace. The TNT series, the second season of that, resumes on Monday, March the 2nd. Of course, the series is set in Oklahoma City. Thanks for coming into our studio today, Nancy.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Tell me what people can expect to see as the second season resumes.
Grace has a new partner, Christina Ricci, for 3 episodes. And she's also dealing with some family changes. And we're barreling towards what's going to happen with Leon Cooley.
Okay. And you play, Leon, you play a last chance angel named Earl, who is the angel who's dealing with Grace, who's played by Holly Hunter, the sort of out-of-control police detective for Oklahoma City. Tell me what's going to happen between the relationship with Grace and Earl as we progress in the second season.
Well, I think we're settled in for the ride now, and it's she's not giving me so much grief all the time, and it's I just try to point her in the right direction, and I think the road to redemption's a little bumpy, and I hope she doesn't get saved anytime soon. I wouldn't have a job anymore.
And when you guys do, you have found out that the third season actually has been approved for the series. And tell me about when you guys start working on the third season.
Well, the writers have been working since December, and we start shooting April 1st.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about what you would like to see for the series. Obviously, Holly Hunter plays Grace, who is sort of a wild child. She drinks, she sort of sleeps around, and she's kind of been a little bit of a kind of a damaged soul who plays this police detective. Tell me a little bit about where you would like to see her character going, what you would like to see as the series goes forward.
I think Grace is. All of us are damaged. I think every human being that walks this planet is damaged, has pain in their life somewhere. And Grace, because of her job, has had some exceptional moments from her childhood, the tragedy of the Murrah building and losing her sister. So I want her to heal. It's not a matter of Grace is going to get married and just be with one guy. That's not, I don't think the definition of a believer or someone who's saved has these conditions. You will never get drunk again. You will never do this again. You will never do that. I don't think God's like that. I hope he's not. So don't look for a simple thing to go, oh, now she's okay. Because we're just not simple. Human beings are not simple. So, and Earl understands that. Earl's been around since the beginning of time and has had other clients who Grace, makes Grace look like a nun. So that's sort of how I view it. There won't ever come a day where you go, oh, thank God she's been saved. Because I don't think that we can know that about ourselves. I think we all try, we fail, we try again, we fail. If we were perfect, we wouldn't need God, so.
And you play an angel that's a little bit of a different kind of character. He's kind of looks a little bit just like sort of your average tobacco chewing redneck when you see him. But
kind of what I am.
But
except for the tobacco chewing.
He obviously is pretty canny about this sort of thing. So talk a little bit about Earl and what we'll see with Earl.
He's an amazing character, and I think to further what Nancy was saying, God's not going to turn his back on you, no matter how far you backslide. And I'm spiritual. My wife is. We stepped out to L.A. in faith years ago, and somehow we're still there and blessed. And this is the role of my dreams, and just to have a character where I really don't give a lot of thought to it. It's I look at these wonderful words that I'm given to say, and they're so simplistic yet so full of meaning, and they parallel my own beliefs. And there are great things coming in the episode. I don't want to say too much and give things away, but I've got my work cut out for me with a character like Holly, and I'm up for the challenge.
Sounds like it's going pretty well then for you guys. You guys have it all on track where you want to go. Now you mentioned L.A. The series is actually set in Oklahoma City, but it's filmed in L.A. Tell me what you do to sort of make the series seem authentically Oklahoman.
We have a location manager who lived in Oklahoma City for a while, so that certainly helps. And he can, because when we write the scripts, I will write exterior breakdown. I'll write specifically the location from Oklahoma City, so that we then try to go specifically match that, like Lake Hefner, the lighthouse, or whatever it is. So we do that. I think the actors that we have seem to me like Oklahoma people. They seem real. Ham and Retta and Earl and Grace. And so the actors bring that with them, I think. Holly is from Georgia. Leon's from North Carolina. So their accents are real. It's who they are. Wardrobe, we try to, go more Oklahoma, and I know people have complained about that. So everybody here don't wear cowboy boots, don't wear, Well, if I didn't want that, then I would have set the show somewhere else. There were reasons I put it in Oklahoma City, because I think Oklahoma City is a great match of rural, I can't say that word, and country and urban, sophistication and redneck, and I want to that's what makes us so unique, I think. There's just no other state like us. We're the South, we're the West, we're the Midwest. All of that's here. So all of that is what I want to put on the screen. The good and the bad. The good and the bad.
And obviously you grew up in Oklahoma City. And Leon, how important is Nancy's sort of institutional knowledge to the show?
Totally. If you're going to set it in Oklahoma City, don't give me somebody from New York that's writing about it. So I'm tickled to death to be working with somebody from here, and the show's set here.
All right. And I guess it was important for you for it to be set in Oklahoma City.
It was. For a long time I've been trying to set a show in Oklahoma City, and I was forcing it before. This was perfect because I wanted this show to be in the Bible Belt. That was like one of the first things I thought of, and I thought about putting it in Atlanta, and I went, no, God, I'm going to use Oklahoma City. People don't know about us. People have a prejudice, a preconceived notion about what Oklahoma City and Oklahoma is. And I want them to see that it's not this redneck, toothless place. So it was important to me. I love Oklahoma City. I love the people here. My family is still here. So, and I always get mad when I see how a lot of shows portray the South. They just don't know, and it's just all these stupid stereotypes. And they're here. Make no doubt about it, they're here. But it's not all that.
Oh, it's great to be back. I love it. I'm so excited. Nancy's going to take me to Earl's barbecue as soon as we leave here. So
and to Johnny's.
And to Johnny's.
I want Earl's and I want a potato with cheese, and I'm going to have both. It's always good to be back here. As I think I told you, the second you step off the plane, there's a vibe, there's a smile, there's just smiles on people's faces. You make eye contact with someone and you both smile. I love that.
I found that the first time I visited here a year and a half ago, and I feel like I'm coming back home too. Growing up in rural North Carolina, I was born in Charlotte, which is a big city, but our farm's about 50 miles outside. So I wave to people when they're driving down the road, and they wave back. And you do that in LA, people think you're a little insane. And
they call 911.
Yeah, get that guy. So anyway, it's great to feel like I'm back home again.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in to talk to us about the show.
Thanks for having us.
And the second half of the second season of Saving Grace will be on TNT on Monday, March the 2nd. So tune into that.
And watch it. Watch it and tell your friends to watch it, your family to watch it.
Tell strangers to watch
your
it.
Your enemies to watch it.
Absolutely. Everybody.
Well, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it.